Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be turning iconic horror movie scenes into Lego. And of course, it is Halloween today, so we're going to be starting off with the Halloween franchise, whose killer is Michael Myers here. And starting off here, we're going to use these torso and legs from the Hidden Sign Lego series, as long as some tan hands and Darth Vader's head here. This is the newer version of it. And then we're just going to add a dark brown slicked hair with a knife, of course, because it is Michael Myers, a killer. And here's Michael Myers. I'm pretty happy with what it turned out. Now, the scene we're going to be recreating is a scene where he's stalking Laurie Strode in the first movie. So we're going to use some tan base plates and then just some darker tan to kind of give the detail of the dirt. And we're just going to repeat this until the whole base is covered. Well, not the whole base, but pretty much the whole base. What's going to be viewed here. Here we got the hedges, which is just going to be some green plates there, and we're just going to slide that on. We don't even need to connect it. And then we're just going to do the little road here with some gray tiles here. Next, we need to add the clothes hanging thing here. I'm not sure we're really going to do that, but we're going to try. We're going to make this cross shape here with these wood pieces here. We're going to attach some black wire to it, and then hopefully that'll look like a clothesline. And you can see there, it's not the longest, but it'll work. And I'm just really scared how the hedge is going to turn out here. I'm not the biggest fan of how this works, but this is all we have time for. And overall, I do think it looks pretty good. Here we got the sheets here, which is just made out of some white brick here. And this is the scene we were trying to make, and this is the scene we created. Overall, I think it's pretty good. Now, before we get to the next scene, we're going to do a speed round here, starting off with Chucky, who, of course, is the killer doll from the Child's Play franchise. Starting off here, we're just going to use some short dark blue legs here, along with this Harry Potter torso from the Prisoner of Azkaban, which is all dirtied up, and we're just going to flip that on its side, along with some red arms and tan hands, and that's just going to give this the sleeveless look of Chucky, because we're wearing the overalls, but unfortunately I don't have an overall piece, so that's why we're using that torso. And here we're taking the head from the newer version of Lego Woody, along with some orange long hair, and here is Chucky. Now, the next figure we're going to be making is none other than Leatherface from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre movies. Starting off here, we're going to give him some dark gray legs, along with the torso from the Simpsons house set, which has Homer with his work clothes on, along with the scarecrow head from the Lego Batman Tumbler, the original one, along with the hair again from Harry Potter. And for the chainsaw, we're just going to use this piece here. And it's not really a chainsaw, but I don't really have a chainsaw piece. And then we're just going to attach this piece here to give some length to the chainsaw so we can hold it with both hands. And here is Leatherface. Now, the final figure we're going to make is Ghostface from the Scream franchise. Starting off here with these legs from Voldemort, along with the torso from this Lego Star Wars figure. Next, we're just going to add a Darth Vader cape. And the next thing I'm going to do might anger some fans, but I'm actually going to use this piece and draw on it here. And this is just a Ninjago hood piece here. Or not hood piece. I'm not sure what it's called, but I just put black on it here, and then I took this white head and I drew Ghostface's eyes on it. And I really don't like how this looks, because I don't really like drawing on my figures, but for Ghostface, this is the only thing I could do. So we just kind of added him that there. And then the hood again, I did have to cut the little tips off so that I could put the hood on, but I do think it looks really good here. I usually try and stick to purist customs the best I can here. And for a fun little detail, I have Stu behind Ghostface here, who's up here. Now that we're finally out of the speed round, the last horror movie we're going to be making into a Lego scene is going to be Nightmare on Elm Street, the first one. And it's going to be the last scene of the movie. But first, we need to build Freddy Krueger. Starting off, we're going to use some dark blue legs, and then we're going to take this red torso here, and unfortunately, I did have to use some Sharpie on it to get the details of the sweater. And then we're just going to take a tan hand, and then we're going to take a darker hand here, and that's going to be his glove right there. And then we're going to take these Wolverine claws, and then it's going to make it look like his glove. The next thing we're going to do is take the head from the Lego burnt Anakin Skywalker here, and we're just going to add that on. And you can see it looks like a burnt Freddy Krueger. And then we're going to take this brown hat here, and then we're going to put it on. And then here we have Freddy Krueger, who I think looks pretty nice. And this is the scene we're going to be recreating, which is the end of the first Nightmare on Elm Street film. First thing we're going to do is we're going to make the door here. You can see we're just going to use some different blue tiles and kind of just mess around to make the shape of the door here. And this is pretty much as best as I can get it. Now, I'm going to try and make it be able to open, but we'll see. We have this handle here, and this is the floor we're going to use. It's supposed to be brick, but, you know, it's the closest color I got. And I'm just going to try and mess around with different ways that I can make this door open, but I doubt I'll be able to do it, so we'll see. I got this hinge here, and hopefully I can just put the door on that. Yeah, I don't really think it's going to be able to work because I'm going to need to put windows there. So I don't think I'm going to be able to have the door open, but you can see how that looks like. So now I'm just going to add these windows in here. We're going to try and get the windows next to the doors like it is in the actual movie. But unfortunately, I'm going to have to remove the door hinge there because there is no way to have that. And I opted to have it like this here. And the way I'm going to attach the door is actually very interesting because this could be a play feature if it was a set. The way I'm doing it is where you can kind of put Freddy in there. And then you can actually just swing it back. Here, I'll show you. You can put Freddy in there because he has to claw out the mom there. And then you can just push the whole thing back like that, which could be a very fun play feature in a set. Obviously, Lego would never make this, but it is cool to add. And we did lose that door piece there. But yeah, adding on the windows here. And you can see how I'm just adding the tiles there and how you can just put Freddy in there. And I think it does close up very nicely. I really do like how that is. We're just going to add some more white pillars here. And then the foundation here. We're actually going to spread that out a little bit. And then we're just going to add up these modified bricks here. So we can add these tiles. And unfortunately, I don't have another long piece there. So we're going to have to do 2 1x4s instead. Then we're going to add some ingot pieces to give some more detail to the house. Then we're just going to build it up. The next thing we're going to do is make the arch here because it's kind of like an arch. And then we're just going to put a plate on there. Actually, I don't think we need to put a plate on there. Put some tiles on there. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I do think this looks really good here. Here's Freddy again, just hiding in that little cubby there for him. But yeah, here again is the feature if it can just open like that. And here is the mom here all built up. I just kind of threw her together here. And here is the scene in Lego, and I think looks pretty good. And this is the scene we are trying to make here. Now, unfortunately, that's going to be it for this video. But if you'd like to see a part 2 to this for maybe next year for Halloween, just let me know. I would have added more scenes, but I ran out of time because it's like 9 o'clock and I'm finishing this video right now. So if you're watching this in November right now, you know why. But I worked very hard on this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.